All right, guys. So Michael Moore has broken his silence after Kamala's loss. Now, I will say, this is the first time he's been wrong. Genuinely, since 2016, this is the first time he's been wrong. 2016, he predicted Trump was going to beat Hillary. He was right. I think he predicted the 2018 midterms correct, too. 2020, he predicted Biden was going to win. He was right. 2022, he predicted there wouldn't be a red wave. He was right. And so a lot of my incorrectness was based on not only the Seltzer poll coming out of Iowa and the trajectory of the campaigns, but also Michael Moore being so certain that Kamala was going to win. I agreed. Everything I saw seemed to point in that direction. I thought she was running a much better campaign than Hillary. I thought Trump was running a much worse campaign than Trump 2016. He was wrong. I was wrong. So this is his first time breaking his silence since the election ended. Let's see what he says. So, title is this. Hey, if you can kill 20 million Native Americans, enslave 12 million Africans, and let Biden fund the slaughter of 40,000 women, children, and elderly, of course you can install a rapist, felon, fascist as your president. In the meantime, breathe, take care of yourself, read a good book. So coming out the gates hot, bro. He is coming out the gates hot. He says, if you stop to think about it, we've come up with a lot of doozies in our history, like the genocide of 20 million Native Americans, or the enslavement of 12 million kidnapped Africans, or us invading Vietnam and killing 4 million Asian people for no reason at all. We are not good people. We have a nonstop cavalcade, a sordid laundry list of evil deeds that led us directly to last week, to the point where we, the people, by popular vote, elected a 34-time convicted felon, a fascist, and a civilly charged and convicted sexual abuser to be our 47th president of the United States. And we did so after he clearly and quite honestly warned us that he was going to do a mass roundup and deportation of nearly 15 million people, and that he would consider executing people he referred to as the enemy within, i.e. his political opponents and those who were disloyal to him. It's possible that history may be kinder to us if next time the working class doesn't see our candidate campaigning with Wall Street billionaires, or having to watch the campaign celebrate being endorsed by war criminals, or having our side enthusiastically funding and arming the slaughter of tens of thousands of innocent women, children, and elderly in a land we call holy in the months leading up to an election where we are seeking to defeat someone who admires Hitler's generals. Oh, and we commit to getting just 1% more of our people who voted for us last time to vote with us next time. Until then, here are my suggestions of other things for each of us to do in our own personal time to recharge, reboot, revitalize the spirit before we head back into the fray. Be the anti-Trump. Make a simple commitment to yourself to do the 3 things that Trump never does and has proven he never will. Practice kindness, listen, and read. Join something. He talks about becoming part of a community. Take care of yourself. Get some real news. He goes on to list, hey, here are the outlets I trust. ProPublica, The Guardian, Haaretz, CBC News, The National, Labor Notes, John Oliver, Current Affairs, BBC Newsnight, The Chris Hedges Report, Eamon, Dropsite News, A Closer Look, The Lever, Hammer and Hope, More Perfect Union, The Katie Halper Show, Night School with Mark Lamont Hill, Citations Needed, Jewish Currents, Al Jazeera English. Damn, I'm getting snubbed by Michael Moore, bro. What the fuck? Michael, you're my boy, dog. I thought we were boys. He didn't even mention secular talk. Make this pledge. I will be the first to stand for blank. Migrants who've come to this land, the unjustly incarcerated, the Palestinians who are being erased. Okay, and he goes on. He's basically like, the whole point is like, hey, hang in there. That's the point. But look, I mean, there's really no reckoning with how wrong he was other than to say, yeah, I guess I kind of forgot that we've done a lot of horrible things too in our history. Yeah, no, that's true. That's right. I'm sure the Republicans and the conservatives are melting down over this and acting like, how dare you say we're not good people? I highlighted that part, didn't I? Yeah, we are not good people. It's somewhere in here. Whatever, you saw it. I mean, it's undeniable, right? That the history of the country is that stuff, but then also good things like the civil rights movement, for example, and the New Deal, for example, right? Like you could point at things in every which direction, but yeah, I guess we should all be perhaps less surprised than we were because this guy was already elected one time in 2016. And we sort of have a history of insanely immoral, irrational, insane things with good things. And this is one of those insanely irrational moments. So, yeah, he doesn't really reckon with getting it wrong other than to say, we're not really good people. And look, that's not going to... You don't need to do much convincing of me on that front when we are currently arming and funding the slaughter of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of innocent people in Gaza. So I think he's right. But he was wrong. And for him to be wrong on the election and other people who have been right in the past to be wrong this time, yeah, I think hanging up the hat on predictions is the way to go, personally. I do think that. Because it's not like I was a little wrong. I was a lot wrong. And so was Michael Moore. And so was everybody else who had gotten it right. And so on that front, you just got to be more humble, right? You just got to be more humble. I thought I had a decent finger on the pulse, and I didn't. I just didn't, right? And I think other people, if they're being honest with themselves, they would admit that too. Because as I said a million times, I saw the Hillary 2016 loss coming. I thought ultimately she would squeak it out at the end, but I saw, Trump could definitely win. This time I was like, I don't think he's going to fucking win. I don't think he's going to win, and I was just wrong. So we got to reckon with that fact. And predictions are a thing of the past at this point, because you don't have to show me twice. Show me once how hideously off base I could be, and I will whip my ass into shape. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.